Sofia, welcome to our show. So firstly, which course did you take at ISEG?
Hi, Constança. So I went to management from 2008 to 2011.
Oh, cool. I'm in management too. And what was your academical and professional path after that?
So after my bachelor degree, I immediately started working at Siemens in the Department of Risk and Internal Control, which at the time was pretty similar to an internal audit department. Then in 2012, I started my post-working hours master degree in ISEG in international management. And I always attended the master while working at Siemens.
Okay.
This master was specifically interesting for me as it had the component of the double degree. So if I take the course here and also do a semester abroad, then making the thesis according to both university requirements, I would have a double degree, like the name itself explains. So in 2013, in September, I went for 6 months to Germany, to a really tiny city called Pforzheim that no one knows, actually. Only the Germans know it, they don't love it at all. So it's funny. Then after returning and completing the master's thesis with the requirements of both universities, I received the both certificates. So a Master in Science by ISEG and an MBA from the Hochschule Pforzheim, so the university name. I also returned to Siemens, so I had a sabbatical leave for these 6 months. I also returned to Siemens and continue working there until today.
Oh, very cool. And what do you do nowadays at Siemens?
So since I joined Siemens, I changed departments every 2.5, 3 years. But since 2014 that I'm working in the real estate department, so in several functions, but within the same department. I worked as a business administrator for almost 3 years. Then I worked also as a team lead in our global service center for several countries. And by the end of 2019, I was invited to join our real estate headquarters in Munich, which is where I am at the moment.
Yeah.
Nowadays, sorry.
No, yes, you can
So
say.
nowadays, my job involves a lot of issuing new standards and providing guidance to the local colleagues in the countries, in the several real estate departments in the countries, in case they have doubts, mostly. I also work with our accounting department in several accounting topics, such as impairments or new international accounting standards.
Oh, amazing. And relating with the future, where do you see yourself going in the future? What are your career goals?
So the only concrete career goal I had or I have is exactly the one that I'm pursuing now, which is to work abroad and have an international career. To have exactly this international experience of leaving home, constantly meeting new people, learn about new languages, new cultures, and all the associated challenges, let's call it like this. The next steps for me are always open, I would say, but maybe a different department within Siemens, more closer to the business of Siemens, not so much real estate, or even a different country.
Yeah, that's very cool. I wish you all the luck.
Thank you.
And relating with working abroad, what have you learned from working in another country?
The most important takeaway that I have is that if we are not able to adapt, we might as well just stay quiet, be grateful for what we have, and don't expect more. The challenges I had in the first year abroad, especially in COVID times, made me grow so much. And not only professionally, but also personally, it has been a huge challenge.
Yeah, I believe it. That's amazing. I really want to study abroad too. and to work abroad.
Yeah, I think you should.
Especially in the beginning. I think it's a really good beginning. And if you want to work in a specific country or have an international experience in general, do you think it's best to join a national company and grab an international relocation opportunity? Or it is best to try and join a company in the country you want to work in?
I wouldn't be able to say which one is the best.
Yeah.
In my case, what I can share is that it was easier to have a kind of a career and to be a knowledge already within the company. And then this invitation to go abroad happened naturally. But I constantly see in LinkedIn, for instance, a lot of job opportunities abroad. So I do think that now with digitalization and internationalization, it is easier to immediately apply for a position abroad. I wouldn't be able to say which one is the best. I just can say that in my case, it worked to establish a name, let's say, in Portugal, and then it was easier to go abroad.
To go abroad, of course. And finally, do you have any advices for ISEG students that have the ambition to pursue an international career?
The biggest advice that I can give is to never, ever, ever miss an opportunity. It may be different, it may be uncomfortable, it may be too hard working in the beginning or during the entire time, but you will for sure regret more if you miss it afterwards. And second advice, never settle for a no.
Yeah, I think that's good advices, and that someone that wants to pursue an international career should actually follow it, because it's very important to keep fighting for what we want. Always, exactly. So I think it's it. I enjoyed a lot to be here with you, Sofia. Thank you for this interview.
You're welcome.
And I wish you all the luck with your career and work position at Siemens and everything, and life at all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And go forward.
Thank you.